Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Practical Organic Living. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how you can grow an edible landscape using fejoias, or also known as pineapple guavas. So what is pineapple guava? Pineapple guava is an evergreen shrub and it's native to the Andes highlands in South America, which makes it really ideal for a climate because we have a pretty similar climate in the winter and in the summer, meaning it doesn't get too hot and it doesn't get too cold. And that's what pineapple guava is like. Also, pineapple guavas are not a real guava. They're distantly related to the tropical guavas. They grow in completely different native climates and they also taste different. So why are fejoias or pineapple guavas ideal for landscaping? Well, number one, you can grow them in hedges, meaning you can prune them like a hedge. You can also manually prune them to grow like a tree like we have here. So in our case, we're using them kind of as a windbreak and also privacy screen. So that's one reason why pineapple guavas are a really fantastic reason to use as a edible landscape. The second reason is that pineapple guavas are actually edible. So the fruit you see over here is actually edible, and you'll see a bit later what it looks like when we open it up inside. And the third reason why you should consider growing pineapple guava as an edible landscape is because it's really low maintenance. We actually don't even water our pineapple guavas in the summer. We just let the winter rainfall water them all year round. And another reason why it's really low maintenance is because it does not require a lot of fertility, meaning we don't have to apply fertilizers. So all we really use is the leaves and twigs that we prune off the trees themselves. And that's enough fertilizer or nutrients for them to grow. So now if you're interested in using pineapple guavas as an edible landscape, another question you might have is, when do I actually grow pineapple guavas or fejoias? Well, ideally, you would want to plant them in the ground in the fall and let them establish themselves in the winter because that's when you get rainfall. So when it comes time in spring and summer, the pineapple guavas will start flowering. So how do you know that this fruit over here is ripe and ready to eat? Well, the easy way to tell, and really the only way to tell, is when the fruit naturally falls off the tree. So in the spring, the pineapple guavas will flower, and all throughout the summer, the fruit will form and grow bigger and bigger. And in the fall, which in our climate is around late October to November, the fruit will start falling. And once the fruit falls, that's when we know that the fruit is ready to eat. So let me show you an example of a ripe fruit. So as you can see here, this fruit, which is a good size actually, fell off the tree. And you want to wait for it to be soft before eating. So if I press it right now, there's not enough give. So that tells me that I need to leave this on the countertop for another day or two. And these ripen really quickly if you let them naturally fall off the tree. If you just pick them off like that, it may take you maybe a week or so to fall off, and it might not even be that sweet. But when the fruit is truly ready, the fruit will be really soft to the touch. So I'm going to pick up the fruit that fell overnight, and let me show you how much we get in a typical day from just one tree. So we usually get about a dozen fruit off the tree. So we usually rinse them off before we take them inside. And let me show you an example of a ripe fruit that's actually ready to eat. And I'll cut it open and show you what it looks like inside. All right, so now I'm going to cut open the fruit. So this is fruit that's been on the countertop for maybe less than a day actually. So this fruit is soft to the touch, so when you see me squeeze, there's a slight give. So that's how you know the fruit's ready. So I'm going to cut it open right now, and voila. So this is what it looks like inside. So already, if you look at the fruit, you can see that it looks like a kiwi almost. And indeed, it does taste a little bit like kiwi. And there's a lot of ways to consume and enjoy the pineapple guava, the fejoia. But the easiest way is to actually just use a spoon and scoop it up and eat it. You can also puree this into jam. I've seen recipes online doing that, but honestly, just scooping up and eating it up with a spoon is the easiest and tastiest way. So I'm gonna scoop this. And when it's ripe, it's super easy to scoop out too. So you can see the skin is pretty thin and it comes out pretty cleanly when the fruit is ripe. So this is what the fruit looks like. You can see a whole bunch of little seeds and the juicy succulent flesh here. I'm gonna eat it and tell you what it tastes like. So when it's really ripe, the flavor is not astringent at all. It's sweet, so it tastes like a cross between a kiwi, a pineapple, And if you're familiar with a nona taste, which is like a sour sop or a sweet sop custard apple, it's got some of that taste too. So basically it's a mix between a kiwi, pineapple, and maybe a sugar apple. So that was our video on growing an edible landscape using pineapple guavas, using fejoas. So if you're looking to grow some trees or shrubs for landscaping purposes, and you want to use them also as an edible fruiting crop, maybe you want to consider growing pineapple guavas or fejoias. The main reason is that it produces tasty fruit and requires almost no maintenance. So thanks for watching this video, everyone. Enjoy some pineapple guava, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.